Yo, 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 it is me. It's me, it's D with a capital T. Always have been, always will be the one and only Milkman. Woo, we are back.
And I'm just free.
Yo, it is time to chop it up and talk all things Survivor. We have got 3 weeks that we're going to talk about just a little bit. However, we are going to focus on our predictions as well for the finale that is coming up this Wednesday. 2 hour finale followed by the 1 hour reunion. Are you looking forward to it?
Yes. I would like to just start by apologizing for our little hiatus there. I was a little sick, a little under the weather, and by a little, I mean a lot.
I'm gonna let you tell your story. I'm gonna let you tell your
No, that's
story.
all we gonna tell. They don't need to know all my business, but I'm back.
Right.
You know,
We back. We are back. Milk and Bree in the building.
and blessed to
And
be
we are
here.
talking Survivor. See, I did try to just jump right off up into things. I do have to say I am so happy to be back with you, of course, talking Survivor. Hell, we could be talking anything. But I'm happy to be back doing it with you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Woo! All right.
It's great to be back.
Right? Okay, so some shit has happened in Survivor. 3 people have gone home. Okay,
3 people. Some
should
drama
we
has went down.
should we go ahead and start with Noelle?
Yeah. So my favorite girl is gone.
Ah,
Um,
man, I
uh,
know.
it's
So
and she
it's
like
so hard to say
she beasted
goodbye.
that competition before. I mean, when she was in the competition, they had to like um spin around on a thing, then do a seesaw, then
Right,
untie this bag from the seesaw, then get over to under a net or something like that, and then over to
right.
this thing and throw the bag up there. So she just, because of the one leg and stuff, she was having the hardest time on the seesaw. And she's just like,
Oh,
I don't know how I'm gonna do this, because she kept dropping because her the
mind you, this is the
peg.
lady who took her leg off and was like, we in
And
here."
then at the end it was sweating off. She was like, it like coming off because she was sweating, and so
Right.
it was like sweating off. But she was
Oh,
like
bueno.
having the hardest time getting across the she didn't have, she has the different prosthetics. So she had like the paperclip looking prosthetic on. She didn't have the leg looking prosthetic,
I
which,
ain't even noticed she had more than one. She had varieties. Well, she had ones
yeah,
to go
she
with
had two
different
different
outfits.
ones. Yeah, she had
Oh,
the
it was
one
like
that
an
was like the
athletic. It
metal
was like
one.
taking your Crocs and turning it into sports mode,
Yeah.
right?
So she had the one that
Okay,
was like
okay.
metal, and then she had the one that was like, kind of like a leg.
That was the athletic one. Yeah, yeah. The one
So
that Cat Williams talked about with bent back paperclip.
yeah,
You
yes,
know what I'm
yes,
talking about. Don't act. Don't be
yes.
ashamed. Don't be
That's
shy. You know I say some
the
outrageous shit.
one. That's the one she had on. So she
Right,
was
the
having
bent
like
back
the hardest
paperclip.
time. And she was literally the last one across that thing. Everybody had been throwing their thing, and she's still trying to make it across that balance beam. And she made it across that balance beam and under the net and threw her bag twice. And that second time, that bag landed, and she was like one went from last place to winner. And
Man,
unfortunately, that wasn't an immunity challenge though.
okay.
But she did win, like, I don't know, she got to take 3 people with her to sanctuary, and they ate good and had some drinks, and they got letters from their family. And
Oh,
so
that's always an emotional time on Big Brother.
yeah, so
Yes.
she took Sammy, Owen, and
Did they cry and
um
boo hoo like they do on Big Brother?
Jesse, because Jesse is, he's always talking about his family and such. So
Right, right,
she
right,
took
right.
him, and then they came back and stabbed her in the back. But continue.
That's neither here nor there. Our friend Noel did have
Oh
to
wait.
go. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Good,
Yeah.
but she isn't gone because she is in the jury.
Yeah,
She
she's
will
in the
be back.
jury.
I don't know, how what the jury does. I'm assuming they vote. I don't know if anybody else votes, but she will be back. She will be able to influence the outcome of this game. Let's go on to the next one. Sammy, I wasn't expecting Sammy to go out next. There was some chatter about Sammy, but
well, with the Noel vote, there was some confusion. You know, he was on the wrong side of the vote. He voted for Carla.
I'm
So
liking and sharing over here, BT Dubs.
he
Y'all make sure
already
to like and
didn't.
share this thing up. And where are y'all at in the comments? Holler at us.
He didn't have a lot of people on his side. They felt he was wishy-washy, and he apparently is a beast at making fire. And you know, when you get
Okay.
to
Well,
the
and we know that's
final,
going to come into play in the season finale.
in the
Okay.
season finale, he's a beast at making fire. So they were like, we got to get this guy out of here.
I am still over here trying to like and share. You know, I'm horrible at multitasking.
Also, that was the week that they had that Carla and Owen beasted the challenge. Cody had immunity as well because he found the last immunity idol on. Oh my gosh, watching the episode, even my kids were like, turn around. Like when I tell they had put it on the back of the tree, and it was kind of the same color as the tree, but they put it right at eye level.
Okay.
So they're all looking down, looking down, looking down. They're standing right next to it, right next to it several times, several different people, and they just never looked up.
And
like,
Cody turned around and saw it.
He turned, like, seen it at the corner of his. He's standing right next to the tree, talking to Owen. I believe Owen. He's talking, and he, or maybe Gabler. I can't remember who he was talking to, but he's talking to somebody, and just like standing right next to it for a long time. I'm like, oh my gosh, turn around. And then he just like kind of like,
that is the definition of, you know, they can't hear you, right? You know they can't hear you.
So then he just puts his hand up on the tree casually, like,
no. So he never saw it. He felt it.
No, he saw it, but out the corner of his eye. But he didn't want to be obvious and then turn and look at it. So he tried to be
all slick,
so
like,
he tried to, and then he just covers it with his hand and then snatches it and puts it in his pocket or whatever when whoever turns away. But like, yeah, so it was to bet on would win the challenge, and he said, you know, I'm from Hawaii, I'm the favorite to win the challenge, but if I don't, you know, so he bets on Owen. And really, so the challenge is with the great, and I guess this is the challenge that, you know, how in Big Brother there's certain challenges that people like, oh, I can't believe I didn't make it to do this challenge.
Right.
I
didn't make it to hotel.
Yeah. So this is the challenge that people want to make it to. It's like you're under this grate, and you're coming. It's at high tide, so you have to stay under the gate and not come out from under the gate while the tide comes in and out. This is water. So sometimes, the water. So it's about staying calm and holding your breath, you know, but staying calm, because if you panic,
you gotta let the water cover you, smooth up and be drowned.
Smooth up and be up under until it recedes. Like you, Father God. And if you come up for breath, you're out. Like, you know, so
I would have bet on that guy that did all the fishing. But he's gone.
He's already gone.
I know. That was Ryan, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was
Ryan can hold his breath.
That's true. But so Carla, they, you know, first time ever that someone, but not just someone, but two people beat the challenge. Tide came in and the tide went out. And so it was like, without the tide, now the challenge is just,
wait a minute. They lasted so long there was no more tide? Yes. Let me find out.
They lasted like 3 hours and something. And so they were like, now the challenge is basically just a will of staying in the cold water. Like, you know what I mean? So they called the challenge and were like, you both get immunity. But since they had immunity, then
they beasted that shit. Go Carla.
Yeah.
As I was about to ask why the hell she's still here.
Yeah, she lasted 3 hours and something. And then Owen was the person that Cody bet on, so he had immunity as well. So there were only 3 people left for them to choose from,
Bye bye,
which
Sammy.
was so that was
And like
Sammy.
you said, Sammy can
Because
make
he was,
fire.
out of the 3, he was the biggest threat and seemed to not be loyal. Like, he's wishy-washy. We don't know which way he's going to go. So,
Now, would
yeah.
you say this next eviction was the biggest shocker of the season or just of the last 3 evictions?
I say of the season. I
Biggest
was
shocker of the
heartbroken.
season.
I was heartbroken.
Number 13, made it all the way. Evicted number 13. He will be part of the jury. But Cody,
my favorite guy.
Farewell.
And then what
my
did
friend.
I say? That I was going to be upset if Jesse went to the end because he hasn't won anything and he's just rode other people's coattails there. And he's the one that evicted, that masterminded the Cody betrayal. I mean, I know this is what the game is about, but I don't like it.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
I like Cody.
We're going to talk about who's left here in a moment, and we're going to talk about the likelihood of who might win, who we would like to see win. But let's talk about how this eviction played out for Cody. Go ahead.
Yeah, so they originally were going to, Carla and Cody both had immunity idols. So
Right.
they went to Carla. The plan originally was to get Carla out. So they went to Carla and said, Cody went to Carla and said, let's pretend like we're going to tell everybody we're going to use our idols. And then when it comes time, not use them. So they won't vote on us, and then we'll still have our idols to take us to the final 5.
Let's do it.
So she's like, brilliant plan. She's telling everybody, I know there's rumors going around that I have the idol. Well, I do. And I'm going to use it tonight because I know blah, blah, blah.
So she's so in and she kicks it off.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, she's telling everybody. Well, there was already rumors because what's the other girl's name? Cassidy. She, they were friends, and
I can't make this thing shut up.
The Sammy eviction, before they decided on Sammy, Carla originally wanted Cassidy to be the vote, and then they at the last minute switched it to Sammy. But then Jesse goes back and tells Cassidy that Carla wanted her out. So now Cassidy's like, okay, well, I'm coming for you. So then the plan was to get Carla out. So in the letter that Jesse got from his kid when Noelle took him to the sanctuary, the last part of the letter was like, get that money, daddy. Like,
reminded him why he is there.
So then he's like,
yo,
take Carla out.
Share.
We could take Carla out, but I could take Cody out. Like, even though that's my road dog, and I know he's gonna take me to the end with him.
Cody cuffed him from the beginning.
Yeah,
Jesse was not making moves. Like, Cody was the mastermind.
That'd be a big move. It'll look good on my resume. Blah blah blah.
Kicked it off. So
he's like, okay. So the plan, I guess, was to give Jesse his idol, so that
look, see, that's how much he trusted him. He gave him his idol. My God,
then when he didn't play it,
he trusted him so much.
When he didn't play it, and Carla's like, "Why didn't you play your idol?" Then he'd be like, Jesse has the idol or whatever. So he gives him the idol, but at the last minute, asks to see his idol because she wants Carla. She wants to be sure that Cody's not bullshitting her about having an idol. So she's like, let me see it. So he's like, tells Jesse, I need to get the idol back just so I can show her to reassure her, blah, blah, blah. So before that, Jesse had went around and told everybody, I actually have Cody's idol. We can flip this, vote for him, vote for him. I still play the idol to make Carla play hers, so she won't have it going into next week.
Not only can we clip Cody this week, but we can get her Carla next week.
but then he goes and tells him, I don't have the idol. So, if it don't go, then plan B, I guess, was, but he's like, I'm going to get it back. I'm going to get it back before eviction. So he got it back before eviction. And then when it came time to play
the tribe had fucking spoken.
when it came time to play the idols, Jesse stands up and is like, I'm gonna play I have an idol. I'm gonna play.
You should see Cody's face. Oh, well, you did
he
see
just
Cody's
looked
face.
at
But
him
God,
like, really, bro? Really,
the biggest
bro?
jaw drop of the season. Like, bro.
Really, bro?
Bro.
And then
That is
Carla
the biggest blindside
is
of the
like,
season.
and like they assume that she will do, she gets spooked.
Oh, she stood her ass up. See,
Yep,
and I didn't
I'ma
even
play
get that part
mine.
when I watched it back because I just saw some highlights of that one. And when I saw her get up and she looked around before she got up, and I'm like, why? Okay.
Because she's
And then
really
when the vote
contemplating,
played out,
should I
you see
play
how
it?
I
Should I
still had
don't play it?
questions.
Should I play it? Should I not play it? And then you see the disappointment on her face when she realized that she didn't need to play it. But now she ain't got it. And now she's hurt and she don't have it for next week. So
yeah. Such is Survivor. We are down to the final 5. Let's talk about them. We've got Cassidy. One of my favorites left still. The old man is in the house. Gabler.
Yeah.
We've got Jesse, of course, who seems to be, and we can talk about it, seems to be the most dominant player left in the game. Then we've got Carla and we've got Owen. And am I disrespecting Owen by saying that Jesse is the most dominant player left in the game?
I maybe. But prior to this, Gabler had already been talking to Owen and Carla about how powerful duo of Cody and Jesse were.
Right.
And now that Jesse has clipped Cody, now he's, I can't say putting a further target on his back, but definitely going to be seen as, he's definitely making power moves.
For sure.
I could see, him now being the one to get, him and Carla being on the bottom as far as the ones to get. I feel like Owen, he might have needed Cody. I don't know if it was a good move for him. You know what I mean? I feel like the numbers still aren't on his side because I doubt anybody, Gabler, Owen at this point is going to trust him to work with him.
So the question is then, out of the 5 who are left, who needs to win the immunity challenge the most to make it to Final 4?
Jesse,
because he is seen as the most dominant player left.
Yeah.
Because out of the last 3 evictions, he clearly had something to do with 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, and who else has made that many moves that's still left in the game? Nobody.
Yeah. I mean, I would say Carla, but I don't know if she's even going to be seen as big of a threat now because she's hurt.
Yeah, she got that little bomb ankle. You said it wasn't a boot, but they got that joker wrapped up. I hope they got some hibiscus leaves or something. They might try to put something on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Out of those, who is like, if there's any others that are like fire beasts that are going to be targeted.
Well, and let's talk about that because, they did kind of look out for themselves in the future when they got rid of Sammy, because apparently Sammy was a little bit of a fire starter. We ain't going to say he liked to set things on fire when he was a kid or nothing like that. But you do have to be able to make a fire to make it to the final 3. So who do we think? I mean, I don't know who the hell is good at making fire. I haven't watched them make fire. I think
Gabler probably is.
Oh,
well, I feel like
Gabler
probably
the survivalist man.
Yeah,
he looks like, doesn't he look like he could be like do a survival show?
He able to start a fire.
He looks like he could have his own, the barefooted show, the dude with the bare feet and the other guy. Gabler could do that kind of show just by himself.
Survival. Yeah, he has a military background and he looks like
I would watch Gabler. Would you watch Gabler?
I would. That's Gabler. My type of show anyway. So I would.
What I would always be afraid of though is Gabler turned out to be them Duck Dynasty people, and then we don't agree no more. Lord, I hated to find out the Duck Dynasty people was Trumpsters, but I digress.
I mean, you should have
I know, but
assumed.
hey, looking at Gabler, you
should have
might think the
assumed.
same thing. I just hope he's more Bernie Sanders or something.
People who like to vote against their own best interests is his target audience. What do you mean? You should have assumed.
All right, so let's talk about it. Who do we think is most likely to make it to the final three? Carla, Owen, Jesse, Gabler, Cassidy. I think Cassidy is gone. I think that Gabler, Jesse, Carla, Owen make it final four. And I'm going to go ahead and say I think that Carla, Owen, and Jesse make final three.
I think Cassidy's going to go further than Carla just because Carla's hurt right now. Just because Carla's hurt right now. And Cassidy came in very close at the one that Owen and Carla beat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. At the one that they beat, she came in very close. She was at like 2 hours. She was past the 2.5 hour mark, maybe like 2:45. Cassidy was. So she was super disappointed in herself when they, and then the last challenge, they were split into teams of 3 and for who was going to the sanctuary for that one. And they were within a fraction of, winning that one. So she's come real close. And with Carla being hurt, I think and then she did win the immunity idol. And Carla's body, it gave out on her, and Cody lost within, like a second of Cassidy, but that's how he got eliminated. She did have the immunity idol. So she's been either within very close or winning lately because she's, so she's stepping her game up because she don't want to get eliminated. So I think Carla will go before her, but because Carla's hurt. And so.
But she's also somebody that you might be able to, because we don't know that making fire is the only thing you have to do at final three. So she might still be somebody that you take to, final four. You might take her to final four because then you can get rid of her, going into final three.
Yeah. I think if they're to get rid of a threat first, they'll probably get rid of Jesse just because it seems like he's running things.
Well, we're expecting this to be a very physical competition, I would assume.
Yeah. So I think I would say for me, final three would be Owen, Gabler, and Cassidy. And then if the jury has to vote out of them 3, I think it's between Owen and Gabler.
Any backstabbing on the way out here? Any alliances broken? Final 4 to final 3.
I don't think there's any more really alliances.
It's really
together.
Every man for himself. Every man or woman for themselves.
Maybe Gabler and Owen might try to stick together on the votes and stuff.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the old man Gabler. I think that's gonna have to be my pick.
That's been your
pick impressed with his will, his endurance, his mental fortitude, his mental toughness. I think I'm gonna have to ride with him. Of course, you see that my pick was Mariah, and she got eliminated week 1. So I probably shouldn't jinx Gabler at this point. He done made it this damn far.
Yeah. All of my top picks have been eliminated.
Yeah.
I would say I like Owen. I like Carla more than Cassidy, but
Ryan is gone, even though you kind of had soured on him at the end. Cody. Oh my goodness.
I liked Cody.
Look who's in the building.
What's up, Lyric?
Yo. Don't you laugh at me. My pick was Mariah. She just happened to lose the first damn week. Well, now that you're in the house, Lyric, tell us who you got to win Survivor 43 out of the final 5 going into finale night on Wednesday. John, who is you over there texting?
I'm trying to text my daughter to bring me a water.
You see me trying to carry the damn show. She said I'm parched. I got a dry throat. Bring me some agua, por favor. Bring me some agua, por favor.
And I'm trying to do it on my phone.
I told you before the show.
Got it.
I told you before the show that if I were to name off some of the people that have been voted off the island this season, you wouldn't know who the hell they were. And I only say that because when I put the list together, I found myself saying, who the hell are they? So I'm just going to ask you a couple names, and we're going to see if you can remember who they are. Before we do that, we're going to take a look at Lyric's comment while I find the pictures. Go ahead, Bree. Read that.
Honestly, I have a few weeks that I didn't watch. See, we all fell off.
Oh, well, you are catching up with us, Lyric. Yes, you are. Let's go on and go back to the comments. You are catching up with us. There was one more there.
Okay,
FIFA World Cup. You was watching that football. I hope to be watching football here shortly, just the American version.
The American version.
That's what I hope to be doing. Okay, I'm going to pull the pictures up here real quick. Make sure y'all like and share this thing up. Milk and Brie are back in the building. It's All Things Survivor. The finale is coming on this Wednesday. Okay, so I'm going to say a name, and I'm going to go with Ellie.
No, don't tell me.
Don't
tell me the name. Put up.
No, I'm not putting up the picture until after you try to see who it is. Do you remember who Ellie is?
Ellie, yeah, she wore pigtails.
She was eliminated. Ellie was eliminated number 6, just after Gio. Okay.
She got brown hair.
This is Ellie.
Yep. See,
Ellie. Okay.
Yep. I had her.
I'm gonna give you that one. I'm gonna give you that one. What about Nika? Do you remember Nika?
Yeah, she was. That's the one that Jesse said reminded him of somebody or not. She was evicted like second.
Nika went out third. You were close. Okay. Nika did go out third. Here's Nika, folks. Yeah. In case you don't remember who Nika is. Okay. That's Nika. We'll do one more just to see if you remember. I'm going to go with, I said this name before the show. And what?
No, I was.
Getting your water. You was getting your agua. I didn't hear you say gracias.
Thank you.
There you go. All right. I said this name before the show, but I still don't expect you to remember. Justine. Do you remember who Justine is? I can't hear you.
I don't remember that one.
You don't remember Justine at all? Justine was eliminated number 2 right after my favorite player eliminated number 1, Mariah. Okay. And yes, I will remind everyone exactly who Mariah is. But that is Justine.
Been able to pick her out of a lineup.
I couldn't have picked her out of a lineup. But how could you forget Mariah? She only lasted 1 week, but she was very memorable
Mariah
to me.
She was colorful.
She was very colorful. I'm looking for her picture. Here she is. Mariah was very colorful. She made an impact on the season, even though she didn't stay very long.
I don't know why you thought she was going to go anywhere. You can look at her and
the loud, boisterous, colorful young lady was going to be able to, what they call it, you play her social game, and it didn't work at all.
This ain't a social game.
Yeah, Survivor it's a physical game.
Definitely more physical than Big Brother. She needed to try Big Brother.
You know what? You're right. Well, in week 1, I wasn't a Survivor.
We didn't know. We didn't know.
I picked a person on Big Brother strategy. I didn't know I needed a different strategy for this show. But apparently Mariah did too. She needed a different strategy.
She didn't know either.
Well, folks, we're not going to stay around too much damn longer because football is getting ready to kick off in America. But we fixing to see what Lyric got to say before we go.
She should come again. She should try Big Brother.
She should try Big Brother. That's what Mariah should do. Mariah should try Big Brother. Ooh, get that thing off the screen. All right. Well, Bree, anything else you want to say to Lyric or the people out there before we get up out of here?
No, I'm excited to experience my first Survivor finale.
Mm.
I was surprised, like after watching the last episode, and they were like, "Yeah, season finale of Survivor next week," and I was like, "It's still 5 people left."
Who was your team, Lyric? Who was your
Who was
team?
the team? Oh, and we should also mention, as we're talking about Big Brother, that
Oh, that's right. There
Claire
was a
and
winner,
Derek
wasn't
X
there?
won the Amazing Race. Congratulations to Claire and Derek X. I'm still surprised at them as a couple, but hey, they're fine. They're good. Oh, the
Yo,
Netherlands.
Big Brother
Okay.
pulls out a victory in the Amazing Race. It was the Amazing Race?
Yes.
I didn't watch a lick of that shit.
I only watched like 2 episodes throughout the season. I meant to watch because they were part of it, but I only
Playing the
watched like
game.
2 episodes. But for most of the time, we were filming
Watching Survivor.
we're filming
Oh,
the
we were
live
talking about Survivor
while
while
it
it
was
was
on,
playing.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but while I was in the hospital, I mean, I didn't even tell you all my business. But I had watched it a couple of weeks, and I watched
Look at Lyric reminding us of the stats. Yes, it is the
second Big
second
Brother team
Big Brother
to
duo
win the Amazing Race.
to win the
Yes.
Amazing Race. Shout out to our favorite reality. Well, I can't even say that because I think you like them foreign people dating on islands and shit. I think you like that stuff.
You have to get off my 90 Day Fiance. I'm telling you, it's mad interesting.
That's what I be thinking. I think you might not like Big Brother as much as you like that shit. Come on, pick. Tell me right now, what's your favorite reality show that you watch right now? I mean, clearly Big Brother's not on, but it's in the group. Okay, it's in the shuffle.
It is 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, I know.
But they have so many spin-offs and things. It's very you get caught up into the web. It's
Is that what it is? That's what it is. You just like to see happy endings, don't you? You just want to see love and all that.
I mean,
you like the drama. Love. That's what you like. You like the drama.
And some of them, you be like, "Oh, lady, you don't think he just wants the green? Like, come on." And she over there giving his mama cows and stuff. Like, lady,
I didn't even know people
dowries
still did that. I did not know you had to. I did not know you had to offer up your cows and shit. Still, I didn't even know.
This woman done made a deal with his mama that he can get a second wife because she's too old to bear more children. But he can't get a second wife and come to America because it's not legal in America. So
he got to convince an American woman to come over there for cows?
Nope.
Oh, no. Okay. Just go ahead. I'll be entertained.
His solution is like, yo, why don't we just adopt my brother baby? So she like thinking about it. Okay, like we got to see how this is going to go, blah, blah, blah. And then she go to Africa to visit him. And then they approach his brother and his woman like, yo, we want to take your baby and adopt it and take it to America. And I'm like, wait, he ain't even discussed this with his brother yet. Like, he just like, I know, I'll take my brother baby.
I mean, how are you just going to take your brother baby? And not even, hey, wait. No, I got this. I'll pick him up after school. Don't worry about it.
He like, we gonna educate him, make sure he has the best things in America, blah blah blah. But it's like, bro, just get you a young woman and marry her. Like, why you can't find a younger woman in America to fall for this shit so you can get a green card? Like, you only can get this old woman. I don't know. It's did you guys see Wednesday? It's amazing. No, I have not watched it all yet. I didn't haven't been watching
Are y'all talking? Did y'all just make a connection on 98 Day Fiance? Does that come on Wednesdays too?
No. He's talking about Wednesday on, I believe it's Netflix.
Oh, it's a show.
Yeah. Addams Family Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You might have told me about that. You might have.
Because I was looking forward to watching it, but I haven't felt good in the past couple of weeks, and so I didn't have the energy to like really watch something like that. It's on my to-do list. now though. I'm gonna catch up and watch it.
Watch the Wednesday. That's
Layla
right.
watched finished the series already because we were supposed to be watching it together, and I'm of course laid up, and she's like, "Can I watch this without you?" And I was like, "Girl, go ahead."
Let's see. Couple more comments before we get up out of here. Lyric says Wednesday passed up Stranger Things
Ratings
in
in
one
one day.
day.
Yeah, it was highly
It's
anticipated.
that good.
It was highly anticipated, and I was a little bummed that I didn't feel up to watching it, but I'm gonna watch
Well,
it.
the good thing about Netflix, it ain't going no damn where, and you could
Yeah,
chill
well,
any fucking time.
and then I mean the actress that plays Wednesday, I feel like it's one of those ones where I feel like I've watched her grow up. You know what I mean? Because she started on a
Okay.
Disney show.
Yeah.
Well, she was on also.
That helps you remember.
I can't remember.
Lyric will remember because Lyric always remembers. Y'all like my new background? Be yourself.
The show where she was accidentally artificially
and some
inseminated.
more positive shit.
Jane the Virgin. She was on Jane the Virgin. She was like the kid version of Jane, and then she was on a Disney show, and she was in You on Netflix, and then she's also in another movie that's on HBO Max that's about school shootings. Jenna Ortega is her name, but yeah, she started on a Disney show, so that's where I was introduced to her. So I feel like I've seen her.
It's the evolution of
her growth. Yeah.
Right on into Wednesday.
She's a great little actress.
Not Tuesday or Thursday, but baby, we talking about Wednesday. All right. Well, while you're over there getting hydrated, I'm going to do it like an old school BET condom commercial because you remember how we do this thing. We got to wrap
it up. Oh my gosh, I have the air for it.
I'll take you out. Hey.
Look at that.
Well, to Lyric and everybody else out there watching, make sure y'all like and share this thing up until Wednesday night, sometime after 10 p.m. You'll catch the Milkman and Bree as we wrap up the season of Survivor 43. Until next time, gooses. And if you remember, I get the last word. And you know this is how that works.